Tony Batwoods. We are here at No Stress Studios. Shout out to them. We just wrapping up a studio session, man. Working on some new stuff. But yeah, we're just here to have a conversation with y'all today. I'm here with Money, as he said, and we got one of the homies here. Just wanted to, have a real conversation. So without further ado, my boy Bobby. Just want to give a shout out to my boy Bobby.
Yo.
But yeah, what's up, my boy? What's happening?
All right. So, yeah, it's good to sit and talk to you guys, man. So we're going to get started. I'm just going to ask, what is you guys' main inspiration in terms of making music? What gets you guys in the booth?
Life. That's it. Like, I catch a vibe off of, like, how the day was going, and then I'm making beats, and that's it. Like, or I just think about something that's just been on my mind, and I'm making beats. Like, that's it. You feel me? Life. For real.
Yeah.
Tight.
Backwoods.
Nah, it's crazy. I be joking with bro. I say that his production kind of narrates my life. I don't really think about or have certain moments of inspiration in my life that make me want to go make a song per se. But like, shit, I come in here and then based on like the instrumentation, the vibes, the bounce that he kind of give me, it kind of pulls different memories, different like experiences I may have went through that last week that I may have forgot about or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of pull that, and I just kind of go off of that. So it's like a real organic chemistry. You know what I'm saying? That we're able to kind of tap into, for sure. Shout out to the Bombay, man. We sipping Bombay.
Yeah. That Bombay, indeed.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys both talk about life inspiring you in terms of music. Is there anything specifically in your guys' life that specifically inspired you to make music?
Nah, man. I think a lot of things have inspired me to want to like chase this level of a platform, if you will, right? To be able to display art and display this craft on like a public platform. But like, I think the death of my grandma, the divorce of my parents, those two things specifically kind of like opened my eyes to a lot more about life, a lot more about the perspectives that you can take on life and like the goals you can set for yourself and like what certain things are. And just being open to the art, I think, is what allows it to be as beautiful as it could potentially be. So
Yeah, big emphasis on art. Like, that's how I look at it too at the end of the day. Like, artists really put their like pain and all that in their life and their work. So like it be the same thing. Like, I just look at life like art. Like, every moment, even the smallest things, that's to really make it like the most beautiful things for real. You don't even think about it. And then at the end of the day, you be looking back like, and you realize, and that's when it hit. And that's what I try to like fit into my beats, like for real. Yeah.
Cool. What's your guys' process when you go into the studio in terms of making music? What do you guys look for in terms of beats and production and sounds? Is there a process that you guys specifically have, or is it just like you just go in and see what happens?
I think it's a combination of both based on the question. Like we are always open to seeing what happens, but like we have certain vibes and certain sound pockets is what we call them, but like orchestral elements, if you will, right, that we want to like focus on. And like right now personally in this new stuff that we're doing, it's a lot of jazz influence. So like some of the samples, a lot of the like instrumentation that we're picking and pulling comes from that. As far as my beat selection process, it's crazy, man. It's one of the most beautiful processes that I have in my day-to-day life. Like I kid you not. Coming into a studio session, we here at the studio now again. Shout out to No Stress. But I love the beat selection process, man. It's like it's a way to kind of vent, and like it's a therapeutic, you know what I mean, like because it just pulls so many emotions out of me. It pulls so many different things that I may not have known in the forefront of my mind was there. So going through beats, it's like when I hear something I know I like, I immediately catch a flow. I immediately know a cadence. I immediately know like what it is I want to do on the song. And me and Money just have again an organic chemistry to where we know exactly how we want to execute. So shout out to the Bombay again. Anybody's watching this, if you do have a drink, pour you up one. I just want to shout out to all the homies as well. My boy Mick, all my homies in Ohio, my boy Bobby. You know what I'm saying?
What was the question? Same little 16 bar that niggas ain't peeping. Like, it's the same little shit that I already know. Like, I pick that to everything for real when it's come to like a trap beat or something. So, like, yeah, that be my little beatbox in my head to life type shit for real. Yeah.
Shout out, hey man, shout out that boy J-Way Sosa. He just walked in on the damn shit, you know. He in here doing his thing. He got a tape out right now. Introvert 2. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Yeah, Speak No Evil's on the way, man. He been holding it down for Charlotte. He been doing it for the city for quite some time. So shout out to my boy. You know, if it was anybody else that walked in here, we probably would have had to cut the camera and do some other shit, but we just gonna rock and roll and continue through. So that's my boy J-Way, man. Y'all tap into him. He on Apple Music and Spotify and all that shit. He got some more stuff on the way. But nah, man, it's a very delicate process, man. It's a very cool opportunity to have, though. I will say that for sure.
Cool. So we have one of your contemporary artists in here right now. What do you guys think of the Charlotte music scene in general? Do you guys find inspiration from that scene, or do you guys tap into that scene at all with your music?
So shout out to Charlotte. Follow them on Instagram if you haven't already. But I've been exposed to a lot of the Charlotte music scene through that platform, and I didn't know it was as big as it is. But I will say that it is a lot of aspiring artists here in Charlotte. It's a lot of untapped talent, and there is an actual artist pool in Charlotte. I think out of all the people I've seen, I think I am the best person in my city that's getting on the mic. If I didn't feel like I was the best, I don't think I would personally do this. Our audience, if you will, on paper, bro, we got audience from like 17 years old to 56 years old globally. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just such a blessing to me to be able to reach people of such a big span. You gotta be thorough. You gotta be thorough in your product. You gotta be thorough in your service to the community. If you're gonna work hard to get a platform for yourself, it's gotta be worth something, man. You wanna make sure you got a message to give people. You wanna make sure you're giving people something of value. You wanna make sure you're giving people something that's they gonna be able to take from that day, from that piece of music. You got what I'm saying? That's something that we take serious, like as far as creating the art, as far as making the beats, as far as like doing the vocals, whatever it is, bro. We take that serious. We invest our time, our money into this shit, and it's very important. It's very important to us. It's been a cool ride though, man. That shit dope. It's dope as hell.
What's happening?
Any
He pretty
thoughts?
much covered that, all that. Yeah.
For you guys, how's the show experience been for you guys?
Look,
In terms of doing shows.
even like, you feel me? We did a little show, you feel me? If you was there, you was there. You seen how it went, you was there. Like, if you really was in the back, you know what's going on. So, like, yeah, I like that. I look forward to, like, what we do in the future. Like, you feel me? We got big and better things coming, as always. It's always just gonna keep on getting better, like, you feel me? Don't sleep on it.
Yeah, do you guys find the crowds being more interactive, or?
Yeah, they was rocking with us. I was surprised. Like, yeah, for real. Like, shout out to the
It's good to
crowd.
hear.
Shout out to you if you was there, for real. Like, much love. Yeah. Like, yeah, you don't even know. Like, yeah, much love. Like, yeah.
was a real intimate experience for me to be able to see real people that support the art that I'm able to bring to them on a real, genuine like platform. You get what I'm saying? We did our first show back in I think June, but we had no promoter. You feel what I'm saying? We had no paid advertising. We didn't do no Instagram ads. We didn't do no flyers and pass them out, none of that shit. Mick told me to do flyers and all that, but I was holding nuts. I was putting money at other places and shit on my outfits and whatever. But we didn't do no advertising, right? We sold tickets. You know what I'm saying? We made money. We profited. We booked out the entire venue. And people showed up, man. It was a real deal, like collaborative experience though. Like just seeing how my team came together to make it happen, seeing how an actual audience that we didn't even know that we had for real come out and show love like that. It was cool, man. Like I learned a lot just about what music can do for people. To be able to have people's attention, whether it's for 5 minutes or for 5 years, like that shit cool. So I want to be able to still feed people and give them as much flavor as they want. You know what I'm saying? Fully. And I think that's giving me a lot of the backbone to be able to do this shit now with my boy Money on our own. You feel what I'm saying? No back end, no label deal, no big homie we gotta go break off and all this other little hoe ass shit. Like we ain't doing none of that. You feel what I'm saying? That shit is cool as hell. My question to you though, on the flip side, would be, what do you think of today's current like music game, the rap game?
I honestly, me personally, I feel like the rap game is a little dry right now. I don't know. I feel like there are no like outstanding like rappers that are clearly above everybody else. I feel like everyone's just kind of in the ether of being okay or like really good, but like there's nobody who's like a top tier rapper to me right now, honestly.
I know exactly what you're saying. Like a lot of people be like 2016, all that. So like, slick what you saying, yeah, bro. Like it's like it ain't the same as it used to be, and I don't think it's getting. I ain't gonna say I don't think it's ever gonna get back up to that, but like it ain't looking like that's going on right now.
Yeah.
But like, ain't nobody, like you said, ain't nobody really doing that. So like, whoever do pop out, that might be the next wave. Like, you feel me? It's not nothing like back in the day a few years ago, and it was like, oh man, such and such a drop, like, and that jump was hitting. Like everything that dropped now, it's like after a week or so, I ain't even like, I done forgot what it was for real.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So I seen this on Instagram the other day. Check it. The Barbie movie that outsold damn Dark Knight, right? The Barbie shit is like the elite for I forgot who the hell, whoever put it out. But Barbie doing numbers, right? Period. This nigga said on Instagram the other day, if you straight and you don't have no daughters, right? But you went and you done seen the Barbie movie, you gay. You seen the Barbie movie, fool?
I personally have not seen the Barbie movie. No.
You seen the Barbie movie?
I was like, shoot, I might go see it, but I was like, what? It's just a movie, fool. What you talking about? Like,
I ain't seen the Barbie movie yet. You seen the Barbie movie, fool?
No, sir.
Yeah, man, I ain't going to see the Barbie movie. It's no shade and there's no negativity to no orientation of anybody. He, him, she, they, them, right? I'm just saying. I just didn't feel a need to go see the Barbie jump, right? You feel what I'm saying? I have a whole lady and I got a whole son, but I just ain't see the need to go to Barbie. But Barbie doing numbers, fool. Like they spent $250,000 on marketing.
Billions off of Barbie right now.
It's a movie. Nah, apparently though, the big, like most of the majority of the community went out here, right? Assuming the Barbie message or the overall concept of the film was going to be very kid friendly, but there were a lot of suggestive themes in the Barbie movie. A lot of the moms of women were like, "Oh, hold on, we thought this was going to be some cool innocent, and it was on some busted baby type." Feel me? So like, I don't know, man. I look at stuff like that and I compare it to like the hip hop culture and like what we experience every day in life, and like I don't know. I think we're given platforms and we're responsible to be responsible for our platforms and like our message. But at the same time, I feel like the crash out is what's gonna get the most traction and get pushed. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't saying Barbie was pushing people to crash out. I'm just saying like y'all knew what the fuck was in that movie.
Wait, so what's the crash out? Could you describe the crash out for us real quick for people that don't know?
Nah, like the crash out is like I just feel like there is a intentional agenda commercially in our marketplace right now. Correct me for any like improper grammar I use at the moment, but like I think there is an intentional agenda right now on marketing degenerate behavior. And by crash out, that's what I associate that with, like degenerate behavior, right? So anything that you knowingly go into is going to be negative to your future. Degenerate behavior. And put on this, and we're gonna get ready to wrap up. Get out of here, y'all. But like, look, man, we in here. Change is good. Out now, all platforms. Tony Backwoods. You feel what I'm saying? It's out on all platforms. Go stream that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out all my Ohio niggas. Ohio stand up. Dayton, Cleveland. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas. But nah, Tony Backwoods. You hear me? Records. No Stress Studios. You know what I'm saying? We in this motherfucker. My
See Webby type. CEO Money. You hear me? Records. Yeah, we live and no stress. Look at that. Yeah, Webby type. I'm gonna do it one more time.
yeah.
CEO Money.
Yeah, hear me record.
Wait. One more time. Let's get it right. Come on.
Cool, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, look, hey. CEO Money. You hear me? Records. We live and no stress, man. Yeah, we live in No Stress Studios.